I'm trying to. So I actually want to dive back into the classics a little bit, but there's only two shows this season I'm actually keeping up with. That's Solo Leveling because I already read the manhwa, and I'm like, the animation, I like it. A lot of people were worried when Solo Leveling was coming out because it didn't seem like it was gonna get the same Demon Slayer treatment because Solo Leveling is, in my opinion, like a really it's a battle shonen, right? It's very action heavy, right? But the plot itself is intriguing, but it's not like complicated, a lot of moving parts. It's very straightforward of what you're dealing with, and that's not bad at all. That's actually really good. That's why when the trailer first came out teasing the anime, a lot of fans were like, "Oh no, like are people gonna like this?" Because if the animation is not up to par like Demon Slayer, people might judge it more harshly because the plot may not carry it. But to me, it sounds like everybody likes it, which is good to hear. Solo Leveling is fire. All the episodes
Solo
have me.
Leveling is 12 out of 10 gas right now.
It's fantastic. Man.
Solo Leveling is so good that people started using the word aura,
Yeah,
both inside and outside of anime, like a lot
as
more.
they should.
It is so good that
Yeah.
aura farming is now a common term
Yes.
in like online discourse about characters.
Yes, as it should be because man, this
Not
Solo
even Gojo
Leveling.
did that.
Yeah, not even Gojo did
And
that.
Gojo's
And
the
mind you,
GOAT.
he is. But Solo Leveling is just something else, man. It kind of really just dives deep into what I love about the genre so much, basically. Um, I'm excited to see how they adapt certain stuff in the future. But besides Solo Leveling,
No, we don't have to talk about Solo Leveling, man. We're gonna talk about it. We can talk about it.
we can talk about it if you want to talk about it. I don't. Well, Malcolm, do you ever plan to watch Solo Leveling?
No,
I'm not gonna say anything. Oh, you don't? Wow.
I do not.
He has no plan.
George, 10
Malcolm,
out of 10.
what genre will work for you?
All right, let me tell you what happens in the
Hold on.
beginning.
Ironically, I got the light novel like 3 years ago, and I was like, I've not read
Really?
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this isn't necessarily anything you have against it. You just don't feel like it.
I don't care at this point.
All right. Let me say this. Let me just say this. Do you want to know what happens in the beginning at least?
Sure, tell me. I think I. Yeah,
do you want
tell
to
me.
do? Would you want to?
Yeah. No, you go
Tell
ahead,
me.
Jason.
Tell me.
Story starts off. What do you know about Solo Leveling? I won't spoil it.
I know that it's a guy. He needs to level up slowly.
Solo.
You don't know jack about
Level up Solo.
I don't
No.
know that much. I don't know that much. I don't know enough to say much.
This is like a reverse isekai. Instead of getting summoned to a world of monsters and fantasy, portals are opening up in the world that we know. But in the process, certain individuals are awakening at different levels with certain levels of abilities. But the thing is, once you awaken the level of ability that you have, you're stuck there. So all you can do is take the power and potential that you have in that moment and just hone it and train it. But you never necessarily get stronger magical wise. So some people are like assassin build, some people are like, necromancy, blah, blah, blah. All the different types of ways that you could use this, I guess, energy. Some people have a propensity towards healing magic. Some people have summoning magic, whatever. But nobody can level up. What you have is what you have. And then there's this myth of an idea of some people could reawaken, but never really happen. Show starts off. They're talking about this guy. He said, "Oh, you're an E rank." They'll show up to like a D rank gate because they rank the gates the portals that open up. There's an association that exists that literally like manages these. Being a hunter is an occupation. You get paid for it, depending on like the levels of the gates, whatever. And essentially, they show up. This guy, obviously he's a hunter, but he's E rank. Why is he a hunter? Because his mom's in the hospital and he's trying to put his sister through school and pay her hospital bills. So he's just a good guy. Good guy syndrome, right? We've seen it. They go into they go into the gate, bunch of G rank, some C ranks there. They're just like, oh, like Mr. E ranks here. Oh, we know it's about to be an easy. Because if he shows up, then we gonna be fine. Because if he even can survive this, then it's cake. So everyone goes in the dungeon. Some goblins show up, other monsters show up. Everybody's just mowing through them. He's just sitting there fighting for his life. Gets like stabbed. He's about to bleed out. The healer gets him. He's like, come on, you need to stay in the back and just hold our bags, Jinwoo. We don't want you to die, Jinwoo. Fast forward, the gate closes before it's supposed to. Turns out it's not like a D rank gate. It turns out it's a much stronger gate. random, I think random trials start happening. People start. I'm not gonna like go into it. People start dying left and right. Um, essentially, you have to like, it's like words written somewhere and essentially giving you hints to like how to like survive this thing. And essentially, Jin Woo's like big brain activity, like figuring out all of it. But some people are listening to him, some people aren't. One dude literally is like, "I'm the fastest out here. I'm gonna just like race back to the gate and get out of here." He starts running. My man gets blitzed. All you see is smoke and shoes. Like, like that's it, bro. Like, it went from like, oh, this is a cool fantasy anime to the level of jarring, like, first episode, like, shock that you got when Attack on Titan came out way back in the day. So I'm like, whoa, this is for real. End of episode. Next episode starts. You continue the dungeon. Long story short, he has the ability to level up, but that's only after barely surviving and being the last one in there because everyone literally abandons him.
It truly is like solo leveling is like, what if our world had RPG elements? That's basically what it is.
But
Basically,
only
you will
for
be able
him.
to level up only for him. Yeah, yeah, basically only for him.
Everyone
But what's
else
good,
is stuck.
what Jason brought up is what's so interesting about this story, especially how it develops further, is that how so the association assigns the letter grade for all of these gates, right? But sometimes the grades are actually misleading, whether purposely or on accident, whatever. But that is sometimes misguided, and so it leads to some incredible tense moments when you have a character or characters in a dungeon or a gate or whatever, and it all stuff breaks loose. Everything just goes wild. And also too, like the development of what's his name, Jinwoo, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Jinwoo is pretty enticing. I think that it's a simple motivation about his mom, but then at the same time, just like the world itself gets so interesting. Like I compare it a little bit to the association has similar similarities to how My Hero Academia's hero system is kind of set up in a way where you have people from like different countries and different abilities and all this other stuff that might join
Yeah.
in, might not, or whatever stuff.
And then
But yeah,
people with certain
it's
powers become famous or blah blah blah. Like
yeah,
S
yeah,
ranks are a big deal. They said like only
very
7
big
or
deal.
8 have ever awakened in Korea at that
Yeah,
point
like
of
eight
the
or nine.
story.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that, right? And so like
yeah,
the story, even the politics is starting to be built around this power system. And again, you know how
yes,
I love when power systems aren't just power systems, when they integrate
right.
themselves in the story and then the story and they
Yeah,
go back and
I
forth and
agree.
build each other to make a really believable world. But I think all of the heady stuff out of the way, Solo Leveling is a show about an overpowered MC that doesn't feel corny.
Yes,
It's not giving you sort of online vibes. It's not giving you any of that.
it's
It's a
a true
go.
power fantasy. Yeah, it's like the anime Overlord.
Never seen it.
Um, Never seen it? Well, it's the same. It's the same type of premise. OP player goes into another world. He's like a boss. Um, there was
Is
another.
Overlord like good?
Yeah, it's good. It had a whole movie. It had like two.
Have
Be
you seen
quiet,
it,
Malcolm.
Malcolm?
I saw like the first 2 or 3 episodes way back when. I
Oh,
forget
here we
even
go.
why.
Did you ever finish Tanya the Evil?
No,
No, I've been dead for the past 3 months. You're lucky I'm even like here.
this dude. What was some other
You
power?
said you like got logged on.
hmm I love y'all,
Power.
and I'm happy to be here. But like,
That's
it's
valid.
been the most stressful 3 months of my life somehow.
I hear you, man.
But oh yeah, the Misfit of Demon King Academy. That's another power fantasy one. A demon king who's like, hey, you know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna go to school. I think that was a premise. I might be
Now
wrong.
I gotta
Someone in the
add
comments tell me if I'm wrong.
Overlord to my watch list then. Cool.
Dude, Overlord
I'll
is good.
finish that
Overlord's
in
pretty
two
fire.
weeks too.
Yeah,
It'll probably be less than that. You'll go by quick.
Nah, you know what it is? Because I started watching anime on my phone. Because I used to really just
at
like
work.
only watch TV on my TV, and so that
Mhm.
like that mean I really only watch TV once or twice a week at most. Because like
Yeah,
you're not gonna have the time to sit down. Everything else is done. But then being able to just like have it on while you're just going through a lot of tasks, like you're waiting in line, stuck in traffic, like literally anything.
that's why
So I watched Dub.
now, yeah. What I will admit, like Dub has came in clutch, especially when I'm watching it at work. because I have a lot. I have all my shows down. Be quiet. My boss don't know about it. But they're cool too, as long as I get my work done. But I have so many shows of anime like downloaded on my phone, so that I can watch it off their Wi-Fi. Like I have Diamond downloaded, Violet Evergarden, Undead Unluck, and this is anime that came
Violet
out. That,
Evergarden is sheets, bro.
be quiet. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard everyone but you, Jason, says it's peak. So you're
Bro,
just a
my
hater of
opinions are better
Daima,
than most people's
Violet
opinions,
Evergarden.
bro. I don't know what to tell
Man,
you, man.
I don't hear nothing.
Nah, because
Um,
at least half people who say stuff is good can't even tell you why anything is good.
that's true. They'll just say it's
Violet
probably.
Evergarden is a fantastically animated show to make you sad if you manage to get past the boredom.
So you're saying people only like it because there's a blonde girl in the show? Is that really what
pretty
you're saying?
looking?
That's pretty
People are
looking.
watching shows for animation, which is
Nothing wrong with that.
understandable,
Yeah.
but the story at its core is so boring, bro. That joint's boring with a capital B, bro.
Dang, I'm saying it's boring. That's crazy. He said boring.
If
Um,
if the animation was average to whatever else was out that season, the show would have been rated like a 6, maybe a 5.5.
oh, so you're saying because it came out this particular season,
No,
everything else was like not good, but this one
no.
was just like.
I'm not saying
mid?
if it came out with the same level of animation that was average that season,
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Okay.
then it wouldn't have stuck out. Nobody would be able to get through that mode.
I just know this thing's gonna make me super depressed. Apparently,
I can
I'm
tell you
excited
the
to.
whole story in 3 sentences without
Well,
spoiling
tell
it.
me.
Can
Without
I tell
spoiling
you?
it? Go ahead.
Without
Tell me.
spoiling
Tell
it.
me. Without spoiling it.
You're following a retired soldier who used to be the GOAT but has PTSD and social issues. That's it.
That sounds peak to me.
Watch
Peak
it.
fiction.
That sounds
A
terrible,
blonde
babe.
white woman who has PTSD came from the war and she has to navigate through life. I think that's some drama right
That
there.
could be a good story. In
Dang, he
this
said, but that
case,
wasn't that one.
no, because I mean, I was waiting for the payoff, the whole like the emotional payoff at the end. No, nothing. Nothing to
Now
me.
I'm
It was
saying,
like things happened. They revealed things about her past as the story went along, and by the time I was done, I was like, okay, that happened. It was a show.
it was a show. It was something.
It has zero rewatchability, in my opinion.
Wow.
I think the other one I wanted to watch that's on my like. So I only have like I only put on my I only put down 5 shows to watch like at a time. Too many, I would just get bogged down. The other one is called Ishinoko, apparently. I heard about it. Came out like last year, spring 2023. Some seinen type of drama. I think it's
I
about like
heard
the
of
idea
it.
of like celebrities who are navigating this world. And you have different types of celebrities. Some who try to exaggerate their personalities. Some are something like this, something like that. It's supposed to be some type of drama.
Ishinoko?
I don't know. Yeah, Oshinoko. So Oshi Noko. And apparently the manga just wrapped up like a couple of months ago. So I'm like, oh,
Oh, this
so
is fairly recent.
yeah, it has an 8.59 on my anime list. So I'm like, okay, people like it. And it seems
I
like a
mean,
short.
Violet Evergarden had like 8.6. I don't know how.
Oh,
I
here
give
we
that brother
go.
6. That's why I was like, dang,
8.68.
bro.
Put respect on it. Put respect on it.
Dang, bro. People watching their brains in their back pockets, bro.
Not their brains.